oh shit, they're calling the police. And he's like, I didn't think about stopping. This is why you don't drive like this. Здравствуйте to my newbies, привет to my oldies, and добрый вечер to everybody, because it is the nighttime over here on the East Coast. Stoti jealous, what is up and what are you doing? Сегодня, today, we are telling a story time, of course. I've been trying to tell a story time for a minute, but I want it to be as accurate as possible, because the person I'm telling the story time knows I'm telling a story time. She helped me get the events in order, even though it's about her, but we're like cool now, so it's all good. Before we get into this, if you like my vibe, go ahead and subscribe, red button down below. Make sure to click the notification bell so you are alerted every time I sporadically upload, but I'm consistent at least. Also, be sure to like and comment. It helps me with the algorithm. It helps people see my video. If you're not liking and you're not commenting, how are other people supposed to join our freaking community? Exactly. So like and comment, please. Also, one question. Are you following me on my Instagram? Answer quickly. No. So what are you doing to contribute to this channel? Huh? Miss ma'am, sir, they, them? Oh, nothing. So I would suggest you go follow me on my Instagram, because I ask you guys what you want to see next. You guys get to vote on which story time you want to see, what video you want to see, because it's not always going to be story times. I have been working on something different. People have been voting on it here and there on the pieces. So you would know if you went to my Instagram. So be sure to go follow me there. If you're coming from TikTok, thank you so much for all the support. And if you're not, what are you doing? Your life must be sad, because there is like almost 78K of us. I'm so excited to say that over there. So please go check me out on TikTok. I have a Twitter. I do not be on it. Don't go to it. Thank you. That's all I'm going to say. Now, on to the video. So this is the time about how I was the worst date / worst friend ever. And I say worst friend as if it's a question. Bitch, I was the worst friend. Let's just be honest. I'm taking accountability, okay? So I have to give you guys some backstory about this, okay? I dated this boy, right? And maybe I'll do a story time on him one of these days. Probably not now, because there's so many story times that I could tell with this boy, and maybe I'll tell them individually, but I'm not going to tell you the whole thing. I dated this boy from the time that I was 11 all the way till I was almost 18 years old. We were on and off. We didn't date consistently, so we dated for like 6-7 years, okay? On and off. We broke up, and I decided to go on the Devil's app, Meet Me, to go meet new people. And like, because I like people liking me, Bruh. If that makes any sense. Like, a lot of times I don't want to be in a relationship. I have commitment issues, but I'll be booed up with somebody, but we not together. You feel me? And I'll let them know. But at this point in time, I had gotten on this app after me and him had broke up, and we had been... Why my cat come in here to take a shit? We just gonna wait it out.
Oh, that's nasty.
Now that he's done shitting, let's get back into it. So because I went on the Devil's app, Meet Me, I started talking to people, and I started talking to this girl. We're going to call her Marina, okay? So me and Marina were vibing. I'm not going to lie. We like the same things. We like to read. We like books. I think there was like a few key differences between us, specifically. So we really started vibing, started going on dates, starting, hanging out with each other all the time. And she became the only person that I talked to. And it got really serious to the point where, like, I was thinking about asking her to be my girlfriend. But then, my ex-boyfriend got kicked out of his house.
Well,
basically, my ex-boyfriend ended up living with me because he was also friends with my best friend's sister. And so we got back together, and me and Marina stopped talking, okay? I just ghosted her. I didn't even tell her why we stopped talking. I ghosted her, and she was still on my Snapchat. She seen a Snapchat of me and my ex together. Bruh. And I remember she sent me some stupid message like, we look better than your new boo. Which, I mean, we probably did, girl. We probably did, just to be honest. Not to fucking shit on him. But us together was not a good thing. We just fed into each other's own toxic traits. And even though we protected each other, we fed into our toxic traits into each other. So we were probably never meant to be. We were probably just like not good for each other. Good as friends, not as dating people, okay? Because the person you date is supposed to uplift you. It's supposed to pull you out of them toxic traits and help you grow as a person. We was not helping each other grow, boo. We was not helping each other grow before he sees this video and thinks that I'm talking shit about him. Damn. He took a shit and it stinks. It makes me want to stop this whole video, but I've been waiting so long to film this. I'm a suffer for y'all. Just know that I love you guys and I love telling these story times because it stinks in this room because of this damn cat. Anyways, so he decided he was going to go see his mom. And then he decided he was never coming back. I knew when he left that he was probably, there was like a slim chance he was coming back. But he kept hyping me up the whole time, telling me, no, I'm coming back, I'm coming back. And then literally 2 days later, he's like, when he got there, he's like, he wasn't even there for a full 24 hours. No, I'm not coming back. Bruh. So I'm heartbroken. I go through my little heartbreak. And then I decided to get back on the Devil's app once again, Meet Me, to go meet new people to get my mind off of my sadness, okay? That's what I decided to do. That's when I started talking to Marina again. Now, when me and Marina first started talking, she started joking with me, being like, you know, like, what happened? Obviously, y'all wasn't meant to be together, blah, 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 blah. And that's when we realized we still had each other on Snapchat. So we went from the Devil's app to Snapchat, and we started talking to each other. She started asking me, you know, trying to console me. But Marina was just trying to be a good friend. She wasn't really trying to get with me like that because she had her guard up now. Which, I mean, girl, I ghosted you without telling you. 100% I deserve that, okay? 100% my guard would have been up, okay? So then when we finally started meeting in public, it was like we were both trying to make sure our guard and like our walls were still and our lines were drawn. Like we were both trying to draw our lines so we never hung out alone. I think there was only twice that we hung out alone, and it was like in a public setting. I think we went to go see a movie together or something. It wasn't like we were alone. We didn't talk a lot. So every time we would see each other with other people. Not to mention, I worked, she worked, she was still in school. She was a little bit younger than me. Yeah, I think she's younger than me. I can't even remember, bro. I'm not gonna ask her age. I'm pretty sure she was younger than me because I'm pretty sure I graduated I graduated way before she did. So I graduated, but she was like the same age as me. Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get me wrong. I don't even think I was in college when the time that we started talking again. She was just about to graduate, but she was the same exact age as me, okay? Don't do me like that. And Marina lived really far from me, so it wasn't like we could go and see each other on a whims. Like, it was a 45-minute drive. It's 45 minutes. That's a commitment and a half. So a lot of times we would meet in the middle, and a lot of times we wouldn't see each other. We would just talk. I'm a terrible texter. So you already know I'm not texting her back. So she's getting upset. We haven't seen each other in I think it was a couple weeks at this point in time. And she was like, we need to see each other. I miss talking to you. I miss seeing you. Like, what are we doing? I'm trying to figure it out. And I was like, okay, well, why don't we get together and we'll do something and I'll figure something out. At this point in time, my old best friend from high school had started reconnecting with me. We started talking, right? And he's telling me, I just moved into my own place. I'm so excited. He'd been telling me he wanted to move into his own place, and it was a big thing for him. So he's like, I want you to come see my apartment. I want you to come to this party. I want you to do this. And I was like, well, I have a date that day. And he's like, well, bring your date. And I said, how about this? We'll stop by, early before everybody gets there, chill with you, a couple people, hang out, and then we're going to dip out before it gets too crowded so that we can go have some alone time. He said, bet, right? This is where I start to fuck up, okay? This is the instance where I should have just told him, I have a date, let me just stick to my date. I don't know why I went to this fucking party, because I knew I have no self-control. I will partake in activities that I'm not supposed to be partaking in and fuck up my sober mind, So, like a dumbass, I tell Marina about this and she loves the idea. She was like, if we really like it, if it's really a vibe, we can stay the whole time. I will have so much fun and we would still get our alone time and I would get to meet your friends and it would make it more serious. I said, bet, because this is the time that she's really starting to open up with me. So really thinking okay, maybe we will start dating. Maybe we will be something even after you ghosted me, because I did her fucking dirty the first time, okay? So we meet in the middle. We take my car and we go over to the high school BFF's house, right? We gonna call them HB, okay? We gonna call them HB, okay, for high school BFF, for short. So we go over to HB's house and we meet him, and the vibe is perfect. He's always been a good host. He's a very social person. So he had her feeling at home, had me feeling at home, and that's when I started to fuck up. Okay? Take out the other fuck up, put this fuck up in. That's when I fucked up. And this is why, because I started to partake in activities that I shouldn't have partaken in, that I didn't know what I was using and what I was partaking in, and what kind of brand it was.
The girls that get it, and the girls that don't.
Therefore, it made me paranoid and gave me anxiety. Okay, so I think you guys get the drift about what I'm talking about. This is a really long time ago, just to preference that, okay? So, I'm obviously paranoid, anxiety, not in my right mind, because I'm what? Exactly. So, exactly. I did it to myself. I remember HB, he said, Kaida, I gotta go to the store and grab more hamburgers and this and that because they're telling me that all these people are coming. And so I want to get all the food ready because I want this to be like, we're gonna be at the pool, cooking out, doing this. Can you just stay inside my house and like watch it? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. He said, please do not leave my house because the guy that's here is not my friend. Like, I don't know him like that. Like, he's what's his name friend. Because he had his, like, not his boyfriend, but somebody that he liked that they were talking with him. And the person that he was talking to wanted to go with him. But the person that, like, his friend didn't. So he was like, I'm going to let him stay in my house. But I want you to stay here because I trust you. And I trust you to watch him. Okay, fine. Whatever. I said, yeah, that's fine. So me, Marina, the weird dude, we're all chilling, right? The whole time, let me mention, this man had a stink attitude, and I don't know why I did this. I don't know if it was if I could say it was the paranoia from what I was partaking in, or if I'm just truly just a nice person and a dumbass, so that's why I did this. But I remember him saying, I want to go get some cigarettes. He said, I'm just going to walk up to the store. It's not even but 10 minutes away. Just let, HB's boo know if they come back before me. I said, no. It's dark outside. Let me drive you. Bruh. What did HB tell me in the beginning? What did he tell me in the beginning? Because I had already forgotten at that point in time, and they had left not even 5 minutes ago. You see how I'm fucking up already? You see how I'm fucking up already?
You're not very pretty, and you're not very bright.
Okay, so he's telling me, no, I'm fine, I'll walk. I said, no, bro, let me just take you. If it's 10 minutes by walk or 5 minutes by walk, it's 2 minutes by car. I don't feel right letting you walk in the dark. Let me take you. So we get into the car, and Marina says, I don't want to go. Let me just stay here. So I left. No. Marina didn't say, what am I talking about? I told Marina, stay right here because I'm only going to be gone for 2 minutes. So just stay in the house because I can't lock the door. So you could be in here. And like, I know you. I know what type of person you are. Just stay here. I'll be back before HB and the boo gets back and everything will be fine. She said, cool. She thought I was really going to be gone for 2 minutes. But let's say I was partaking in substances that I was partaking in things that I wasn't supposed to. So I was, again, anxiety and paranoid. I was paranoid out of my mind, bro. So we driving, and because I'm paranoid, I'm thinking a police officer is going to pull up on me at any point in time. So you know what I was doing? It was a 30 zone. I'm going 5 miles an hour. It's less than cruising, bro. I'm crawling, okay? So this man starts literally talking shit to me. And this is how I know I wasn't in my right mind. Because literally, I seen this man again, but that's a whole nother story. Let me not even get sidetracked. He's literally talking shit to me. If I was in my sober mind, I would have told him to get the hell out of my car. And I would have drove back. I wouldn't even have taken him, to be honest. But because I wasn't in my sober mind, he's talking to me. And he's like, man, why are you going so fucking slow? You better move over, let me drive. You better hurry up and push the gas before I get out and walk out this bitch. Like, I can walk faster. I can run faster than I can get there. I'm about to get out this bitch. So he's talking shit. He's giving me more anxiety. Because now I feel like, oh, I'm going too slow. Oh, I'm going too slow. The police going to pull me over. Oh, my God, I'm going too slow.
It's not personal.
So then I start speeding up, bro. Why I pass a 4-way stop, almost hit a car. Because I didn't stop. I didn't think about stopping. This is why you don't drive like this, okay? You don't drive like this. So I almost hit a car, okay? He's freaking out because now he's talking about I'm driving wild. I need to slow down. But you was just telling me to speed up. But you just said speed up. You was telling me I was going too slow. You got me my anxiety, my blood rushing. My blood pressure is up now. Because you don't tell me I'm going too slow. Now you tell me I'm going too fast. Where is the middle ground? I cannot find it. you know? So I'm having a whole moment. We finally get there, and I'm like so paranoid. I was like, I can't go inside. I can't go inside. It's too bright. I can't go inside. They're gonna know. They're gonna know. They're gonna be on to me. And he's looking at me like, this bitch is fucking weird. And he literally said it out loud. He said, bitch, you're weird. And he went inside. Okay. Now I know I'm being a weirdo, but just the way that he was acting and the way, like, reckless. He was talking to me reckless, and I was still riding for him, and I didn't know this man. I don't understand why I was riding for this man so hard.
You're a weird motherfucker.
So then he gets back in the car. I start driving. I'm driving normally because he done shut the hell up. He shut up, so he's not making me panic. So he's like, why weren't you driving like this when you was when I started pulling into the parking car? He's like, why weren't you driving like this beforehand? Blah, 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 blah. Just talking mad shit. Just talking mad shish. Okay? And I'm trying to ignore him. So the parking spot that I originally had was no longer there. So now I'm like, I'm freaking out because I don't know where HB's apartment is. I only knew where it was by the parking spot. But then I see a parking spot that's closed. I try to pull in. I got this little shitty, what I had a Buick Century, 1996 Buick Century. I'll never forget this car. It's my first car, and it's so small, but the way that these people parked was so fucked up. And let me not forget, I had to have my brights on all the time because one of my bulbs was out and I was too lazy to go get it replaced. So my brights are on. I'm pulling into this parking spot. I can't fit. I'm trying to pull in. I'm freaking out because the people in the apartment are like opening up the window curtain and looking out, trying to figure out who's shining they brights in their fucking apartment. Like, bitch, turn off your lights. But I wasn't thinking. I was freaking out because like, oh god, they're calling the police. Oh shit, they're calling the police. And he's like, no the fuck they're not. No the fuck they're not. I'm like, oh my god, they're calling the police. No, I need to go. We need to dip. Oh my god. And he was like, I'm fucking leaving you. You're being too much. And he literally got out the car and left, bro. And left. Like I said, this man just left me, bro. He left me there. I'm tripping out. I'm thinking, should I just jump out of my own car and leave? I was gonna leave my shit running. I was literally debating it. But then this lady comes out of her apartment, walks up to my car and says, are you okay? And I said, ma'am, I'm just trying not to hit the car next to me. I came in here and I didn't realize that one of the cars was pulled in crooked. So I'm trying to act sober as possible. I was speaking, ma'am, I am so sorry. I'm not trying to hit this car. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to act as sober as possible, y'all, okay? And she was like, okay, that's my car. Okay, I see. Let me just be behind you, right? And she got an irritated look on, but she's willing to help me. So she's behind me, helping me back up, bro. And turns out I'm like this far away from the car, bro. I'm this far away from the car. But she still helped me. So she knew off the bat. She knew off the ripski I was not in my right mind. But she wanted to make sure her car was okay. So once that happened, I had to park way out there. When I say way out there, HB's apartment was literally in the front. Where I parked was in the back near the trash cans, okay? It was hella far. And just remember, this is the first time I've ever been here. I've never been to this apartment complex before. I've never been to his apartment before. And I participated in something that's giving me anxiety. It's giving me paranoia. And it's confusing me. So now I'm confused. I'm in the back of the apartment. And these apartments weren't that big, but they was big enough. And I was lost. So I'm walking around these apartments trying to find this place. I cannot find it nowhere, y'all. I'm walking in circles. So you want to know what happened? There were literally some kids playing at the park with their parents. And I walked up. Or no, there was literally some kids playing at the park, and I walked up to these little ass kids. These kids couldn't have been more than 10 years old. And I said, can you help me find this apartment? And they said, yeah, we know where that is. And literally, it was right around the corner. So you know what I know that I was doing? Walking in circles. I was walking in circles. So now, right, I finally get into the apartment. I walk in because I know the door is unlocked. HB and Boo is sitting right there, and so is the friend, and so is Marina. And they're all looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm looking at them like, how you get back so fast? I was only gone for 2 minutes. He looking at me like, Kaida, you've been gone for like 45 minutes. We was about to call the police. I said, no, I wasn't. I got lost in the apartment because I couldn't park and your friend left me. And he said, nah, you was acting fucking weird. He said, I told her I could take, and he started talking, telling the whole story, right? And I started getting mad because I'm like, bro, I was trying to help you out. I was trying to help you. I was trying to make sure that you didn't walk by yourself. Why was I worried about this man? I don't freaking know. I was just paranoid. You know what I really thought? I'm going to tell y'all, and y'all are going to think I'm crazy, and y'all are going to tell me that I shouldn't partake in these activities no more. I thought that this man was going to get arrested. They was going to ask him where he was, and he was going to lead them back to me, and then I was going to get arrested. That's how much my paranoia was going. So HB is looking at me crazy, and he's like, Kata, I asked you to wash my apartment. Why would you offer him a ride? If he wanted to go to the store that bad, you should have just let him walk. And so I'm just like, yeah, you're right. And I really couldn't say nothing. I just kept saying, I'm sorry. So then I'm looking at Marina like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you here that long. It was supposed to only be 2 minutes. I'm sorry. That's my bad. And she's looking at me like, girl, I'm just ready to go. She said that. Can we just go? So then I was like, fine, let's just go. I couldn't even drive my own car back to her car because she told me she didn't want to go to my house. She said, I just want to go home. She told me. She said she had a project to do. We both knew it was a lie. She was upset because I left her there for 45 minutes when we were supposed to be spending time together. And I let her have that lie because I fucked up, okay? I fucked up. So this girl had to drive my own car back to her car because I couldn't drive, right? So we get there and I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say. I apologize. I understand, but I didn't do it purposely. I didn't do it spitefully. But sometimes you do shit and it doesn't matter if you do it purposely or spitefully. You still made the decision that you did to hurt somebody or put somebody else first. And so you have to live with the consequences of that. That's what you have to do. And that's something I'm learning currently, okay? Okay, it's hard to put into practice. So I remember I was talking so much, really trying to beg her to forgive me and shit because I really didn't want our little thing to end. And then I remember this girl just plant one on me. She just, I'm not saying I didn't like it, but she planted one on me and it was very surprising to me. And then she just left. And she literally wouldn't text me back for 2 days. And so you would think the story would end here, she ghosted you because you were being a fucking weirdo. No, it does not, because then I got my feelings hurt because she wasn't texting me back. She would not message me back at all. And she was reading all of my messages because we both had iPhones and she had her red receipts on. So literally, I made a Snapchat talking shit, subbing her. And it was a 2-minute Snapchat. It was a minute and a half because Snapchats can be 30 seconds. They 30 or 15 seconds. I don't know. It was 4 of them bitches. It was 4 of them together. So I made 4 videos together just talking mad shit about this girl because I fucked up. So then she seen that I was talking about her, right? And of course she's going to feel some type of way because, bitch, this is all you. You the one who made the mistake. So then she started going, hey, it wasn't just her. Her and her cousin started talking mad shit to me. We started getting into it. I'm literally at work and they're clowning the fuck out of me because they're like, you sound fucking stupid. You talking about her and her not being grown and her being too young for you and her not knowing what the real world was, but you literally left her in some random dude's apartment that she doesn't even freaking know for 45 minutes and you're upset because she don't want to talk to you. Maybe if you were mature you would have given her time, blah 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 blah. They're going in on me, and so because they're going in on me, I'm getting more embarrassed. I'm not even going to front. I'm getting embarrassed because I'm like, damn, they're right. Every point that they was making, every time I was trying to argue, I didn't have no standing ground, bitch, because there was no ground to stand on. I was off the cliff and I just pushed myself off the cliff, okay? Making myself look stupid because I subbed her because I got my feelings hurt, okay? I'm just gonna let it be known. So then I started making other Snapchats, public Snapchats, onto my story talking about it's weird that people put themselves in their shoes because they don't know who you're talking about. I wasn't even talking about. And I remember they made this whole fucking public story snap that I could see where they're like, oh, when people are and they're just clowning the fuck out of me. Oh, when people think that when somebody subs you and you come at them direct and then they act like a pussy, and they were like, look at that bird is fucked up, and then the bird squawked at them and they're like, we weren't even talking about you, how dare you, but they were just clowning the fuck out of me, making whole comedic shit onto it. And I remember one of my friends was actually friends with her too. And so literally they texted me that day and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not okay." Because I just made a fool out of myself. And I continue to make a fool out of myself because then I literally wrote a song and put it on my Facebook like a dumbass, knowing that this girl is on my Facebook, to like sub her again. And this time she just laughed, reacted to it, and didn't say shit to me. And like we never ever, I think I blocked her on my phone, but I never blocked her on Snapchat because I was just, I don't know. I think I did, and then I unblocked her because I was like, why is she blocked? This is me. And literally, it was probably years later. She got engaged to somebody. I was with somebody. And, like, we kind of just made up. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was dead ass wrong, stupid. And she was like, we are both being stupid. No, bitch. Don't say that. Don't try to make me feel. We know that I was the one being stupid, okay? And also, I did apologize to HB. But, you know, really after that, I'm not even going to front. Our friendship just went downhill. Ain't nothing to do with him. It was more to do with me. I felt like they felt they couldn't trust me anymore because I really just left some random stranger in their apartment. So I really just fucked over 2 people in literally one day and lost 2 people after I was already going through my whole heartbreak shit. And then I don't know. I just went out there being a fucking menace for what reason? And that was the last time I ever partook in that activity ever again because fuck no. That paranoia, when I tell you that paranoia had me thinking the most craziest shit, I don't know why I didn't stop after the first time I partook in it. Anyways, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you've ever been the worst date and you can admit it, comment down below because I want to hear the story. Because I know it just can't be me, bitch. We can't all be out here having worst dates. We got to be the worst date too. And sometimes the worst fucking friend. We got to own up to our shit, right? Alright, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.